questions that plague more than 3 million parents. Why isn't my child walking, talking, memorizing his ABCs, learning to read?
There was something that didn't seem right.
Laura Sestito, a New York wife and mom to 3 boys, still remembers that feeling with her firstborn, Joseph.
We were at a birthday party and there was a clown there to entertain the children, and Joseph was looking out the window at the cars in the parking lot, and there was no way I could engage him in the activities that were happening in this social group.
Her instinct was right. By preschool, Joseph was diagnosed with a nonverbal learning disability and Tourette's syndrome.
How did it feel for you to hear that he wasn't that brilliant baby that you were looking for?
I had sensed it, so to hear it was a little affirming.
The family was still in the throes of Joseph's problems when Christian, their second son, was born.
So there were times when Christian would wake up from a nap and remain in his crib quietly for long periods of time, awake. And I used to think, wow, what a good baby.
We'll be right back.
But their hopes were dashed when that quiet, introverted behavior was diagnosed as autism, on the mild end of the spectrum.
His development was impaired socially. His language was very late.
Laura and her husband Joe hesitated about more children, but then Nicholas came along.
He was having trouble learning his ABCs, and he had difficulty articulating sounds. And it turned out that those are early signs of a reading disorder.
Nicholas was dyslexic. Astoundingly, the Sestitos now had 3 children with learning disabilities, rare for one family, but common throughout the country. 15 million adults and children are struggling with LDs, as they're called, girls just as much as boys.
What is life like in the household every day, coping with all these
For me, it's normal. I don't know what it would be any other way. You know? I've had to learn an awful lot about childhood development and how kids learn.
If you think that there might be something wrong, seek it out. Don't be ashamed.
Experts like neuropsychologist Sherry Bush agree the earlier a child is diagnosed, the better.
All right, you got it.
And medical science is racing to enhance those methods. This new functional MRI, called an fMRI, takes snapshots of the brain as a patient performs a task.
It gives us a window into the working brain that we've never had before. So we know what the brain is actually doing while people are engaged in different kinds of mental activity.
It highlights brain activity to show how it compares to a normal functioning brain, potentially singling out those with learning disabilities.
We learn more about what parts of the brain are involved in different disorders, different dysfunctions, because once we know that, then we can target treatments to those regions.
While the technology struggles to find the disabilities, this college in Vermont teaches students to succeed in spite of them.
Can you come up with another example?
Landmark College is one of only 2 schools in the country designed exclusively for kids with learning disabilities. Their 400-plus students graduate with associate degrees in general studies.
I am grateful to all the people that have helped me on the road to my first scholastic success.
Laura hopes that she's teaching her boys to succeed, and with these newfound tools, that they'll be able to thrive.
I have the same expectations of them that I would have of any child, and a lot of it doesn't have to do with learning. It has to do with living.